All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 8 of I Talk to Myself podcast with Mr. Bentall. Hope everyone's doing well. Sorry, I'm drinking some tea tonight. Um, this episode, I wanted to talk about how effervescent I am feeling lately because I watched a video from Off the Curb Ministries, and it is called, let me look it up. It is called God Requires This from All Christians, so why do few see it? And I love this episode. I haven't seen it um, before the other night, and I was watching it when I was doing dishes. And what he was talking about in it, he was giving some tips on how to start spreading the gospel, and basically saying why, as Christians, do we not talk about God more and spread the gospel? And in the video, he was describing how we should just some tips on how we should start. And he was describing how we should start even a YouTube channel. And he said, just don't worry about this script. Just start speaking freely, speak from your heart. And I just thought that was amazing to see. I took it as a little sign saying that I was going the right path with my podcast, because what I originally wanted to do with this podcast series, I talked to myself. It was planned to, because I think of funny things. I think I'm funny. And I think my husband thinks I'm funny. I know my son does. I'm hilarious. Um, no, I was just thinking about I should start a podcast because I think of these funny things, and I should just basically just comedy or whatever I think of. But when I first started it, I was like, I want to do an episode about God, which turned out to be the fanatic video, which is a terrible video, I know. But when I watched that movie, that's what I thought of, because I thought of how connected I've become with God, that I've changed my whole worldview. I've changed everything I was thinking about, because in that movie, he's obsessed with the actor, and that's what he thinks about, and that's who he thinks about all the time. Every day he wakes up, he loves Hunter Dunbar. And I'm like, I don't relate to that anymore, because I used to really love movies with actors, and without even knowing it, without even realizing it's a form of worship. I had no clue what I was doing back in those days. Being like, I would just have to watch a movie and, oh my God, I love this actor. Oh, I don't want to say oh my God anymore either. So, oh my gosh. I don't like taking the Lord's name in vain. I don't like using Jesus Christ as a form of, in lieu of cussing. I don't like it. So now I'm trying to train myself to reprogram and not say that anymore. That's just a little thought I had. Um, Anyways, back to what I was saying. I used to do that. Not near that obsession level. I mean, that's a bit much from that movie. But it was. That's what I thought about with that movie. I thought I have no connection with that, how I used to with movie stars and wanting to, I didn't want to be one, but I wanted to make movies. I would call it like self-proclaimed screenwriter. And I still do, but I don't know, maybe I think I do if I do start and pick up again, I'm definitely it's going to be Christian based movies. And you see, that's the thing. And he was talking in that video how evangelism videos or the gospel videos, they're the lowest ranked for views. And, if you come across this channel, great. I'm going to let it happen naturally. I don't really want to force it out there. I'm going to let it happen naturally. Let's see if it builds up. If it does, awesome. If it doesn't, that's awesome too, because I'm going to keep doing it. So if you come across videos of any of my videos, they will get better in time. I might add some artwork or something, or but right now I'm really happy with just doing it the way it is, just audio. You don't even have to watch the video. That's the beauty of it. You just turn it on and listen to it. There's nothing to watch. You don't have to see anything. Just you can just listen to it. Back to good old radio days, right? um, yeah, I don't know. No, the center, I don't even think, I don't, it, I'm just, I feel elated and I feel a weight lifted off of me that I don't let, I know what's worldly and I know what's godly. And I know I can still enjoy things of the world because that's God put you here to enjoy things of the world. But I know what to worship and I know what's just entertainment, what's just there. And I feel so much better with my life, with where I'm going. I don't worry. There was another video of Off the Curb Ministries. I love this. I love this one. I subscribe to that channel. It will change your life because it changed my life. My husband introduced me to it. I want to say 4 years ago, but I think it was much longer. I think it was like 6 years ago. I love that series. I don't even know if it's called a series. I don't know how this works. What do you call these things? Series, episodes? I don't know. But I love it. I love it. And I'm nowhere near as graceful. But I'll get better in time. And I'll add more scriptures to my videos too. I'll do more verses. I just have to be more confident with reading them out loud because sometimes the verbiage I don't want to sound foolish. Trying to pronounce some of these names in there, but in due time I'll get better with that. But yeah, basically I sent it to my husband and I was like, what he's saying, this is exactly what I was doing. And it just felt good. Like I didn't even see that video before I started my podcast. I didn't even start this podcast to even talk about God and how it changes my life, how the Bible changed my life, actually reading it. I've read it, but I wouldn't read it daily. I wouldn't pick it up. It wouldn't be the first thing I would do. The first thing I would do, I would go to my cell phone. You watch videos. You scroll endlessly. But now my habit, I've changed it. I reach for the Bible, I read it. I note it down. I reread it. I reread. If I go over a verse and I don't quite understand it, I'll reread it. I'll reread it. I'll look up the Bible Project and see a visual so I can understand it more clearly. Yeah, I don't know. It's just you have to do it. You have to do it. And sorry for that background noise. I'm getting a little passionate in my I was just thinking too, my husband, I was because I get so like the times I would get so angry, and the times I would angry at people and angry at what they're doing or angry at what the world's going with. And I I think I asked him am I crazy or am I I think I asked him if I was crazy at one point and he said, "No, you're passionate." And that's the best answer a husband can give his wife to that question. Um, yeah, I feel elated. I love the word effervescent. I feel effervescent. I feel this was the right path to go because in the previous video, like I was saying, I was talking with my husband and I was like, I don't know, shit, and people aren't going to watch it. But I was like, wait a second. That's a demon telling me not to do it because you don't want to spread the word, do you? Well, guess what? I'm going to. I'm going to because it's what I truly feel. It's what I am, and it's every day. It's every day is challenging for people for the most part. The Bible, it really changes your perspective on everything, on how you handle a situation. It changes you to think, and also, I don't know. I know where I'm going with this, but playing a victim. I've been there. I know I've played a victim before. Not very often, but I know I have. Okay. And it changes your whole perspective on how to handle a situation. What do you do when you feel someone's just, to put it in a funny way, when someone's just dogging you? When someone's just on your case, or someone's just, saying things or talking ill about your character, what do? You go to the Bible. You go to that, and it helps you just focus on what's important. And another thing too is it's so crazy when you look back at yourself after you've gotten into this and read the Bible every day. You look back and go, oh man, I really, like, for example, I really let people's opinion of me. I was so worried about people's opinions. Oh, you don't like, okay, so I won't do that. Or, like, even talking about God. Even talking about God, or saying a prayer, or telling someone, hey, I'm going to pray for you. People scoff at that. They scoff at you. Oh, what is your prayer going to? Your prayers do a lot. They do a lot. Is it always immediate? No, but it does. It helps. You know, people they don't see it that way. They see it as they just scoff at it, and it feels, and oh man, I don't know. It feels to me, and I'm not calling people evil, but I'm saying it feels evil when they do that. Doesn't it just break your heart? Because it does mine. And it also, reading the Bible, it helps you build a compassion too. It helps you get out of anger. It helps you get out of wanting, oh, I need to call this person out. I need to. No, you don't. You can give it to God and say, God, handle that. Because God sees it. God knows what's going on. He does. But I don't know. It's an urgent feeling to me. Urgency. People need to turn to this now more than ever. You need to turn to the Bible. You need to start open the Bible. Read the scripture. It changes your entire worldview. It makes you feel, you become a better person for yourself. You become a better person for everyone around you. And I used to look, my husband, I love him so much. He has really helped set my soul on fire for God. And I didn't understand what he was telling me. Years ago, he was telling me about having your soul on fire for God and being lukewarm. I didn't understand what he was talking about because I thought I was doing it right. I thought, well, I am, I'm a good person. I'm nice. I believe in God. Then I thought, now I'm like, did I read the Bible every day? No, I read it once a week. Did I pray every day before doing even the most menial task? I pray now before I do the menial task. I really do. It changes your whole perspective. But back then, did I pray every day? No, I prayed once a week. But once you start actually doing it daily and having it be your worship and you set time aside, your entire world. I mean, the discernment, you have the proper discernment to say, okay, this is just entertainment. And you have a shield too. So here's the thing. When I told my husband about my sleep paralysis issue I had a couple times in my 20s, I would have those moments. And even when growing up, like I said in that other sleep paralysis video, I would have these weird, I didn't even know what they were. But I guess it was part of sleep paralysis. It was hallucinations. Like I would see things. I would wake up to seeing a spider and I would freak out. And I would tell him that and he's like, "Oh, you had some demons in you." And I thought, "No, but yeah, maybe I did because look, it's true. You have good and you have evil. And it's true. Demons get to you. They do. It's just true. I've had it. I've had that happen. The sleep paralysis thing. Yeah, maybe there's more to it than it just being mentality or whatever. And REM sleep versus when you're like waking up and you're. I really think it's the demons that are attached to you. I mean, you see really scary stuff that you never want to see during those sleep paralysis moments. It's terrifying, but I haven't had them in so long. They've, before I met my husband, they stopped. But even then, I would have these issues with sleeping and trying to sleep and worrying all the time and having these what if moments and not really moving forward with anything because, well, what if someone doesn't like it? Or, well, I'm not good enough to. And w- speaking of that, like I thought I wasn't good enough to spread the gospel. Like I'm not good enough to do it. I I'm still reading through my Bible. I still have yet to actually complete the Bible in full, but I'm working on that now. And I did. I used to think like even when I started the podcast, I'm like I don't know. I feel people aren't going to listen to it. I feel I'm not knowledgeable enough to really spread it. But the way I guess I'm going to start with it is how it makes you feel. And then once I study more of the Bible, I can kind of go into reading the verses. But right now, it's just, it does it make it you have a whole new life for the better. You feel just so much better about every situation. Walking into work, I got it. Because like what Officer Tatum says, God's got your six. He does. Don't worry so much. Or even what Off the Curb Ministries was saying in one of their other videos, they were saying how worry can be a sin. And when he said that, I said, because you're not trusting God. That's that can be sinful because you're not trusting God to guide you. You're worrying. You're going, oh, I don't trust. Yeah, don't worry. You don't have to worry because God has got your six. I love that from Officer Tatum. That's awesome. But it's true. You don't need to. Once you really dive into it and you study the Bible, you get this like amazing. It's an amazing feeling. You feel like you can do anything. I mean, as far as you can face any moment is what I'm trying to say. You can't really do anything. You don't follow your heart. Your heart's deceitful. I've learned that. The things I'm learning, the things I'm understanding about myself now and about myself in the past. Wow. My soul's on fire for God now. I understand what my husband was saying. I get it. Being lukewarm, you're like, yeah, I read my Bible here and there, but I still live my life. Yeah, yes, you do live your life, but once you really read the Bible and get into the scripture and start understanding, oh, wow, how it changes your life. And, not every day is the best day of my life. There's times I have issues and I still go and beat myself up or I think ill, you know, and sometimes the things I used to say, I would think, oh my gosh, some of when you look back, the way I look at it, I go, would I say this to Jesus? If I wouldn't say it to Jesus, I'm probably not going to say it to someone as far as, you know, having harsh words like, oh, you know, that's just something I think about. I'm like, oh gosh, okay, I would probably wouldn't say that. And Jesus is here, like he sees you. So think about it. Imagine there's always a camera on you. In a way. I mean, I don't know if you want to think of it that way, but I don't know. It's unbelievable. It really is. I don't know. I just feel so joyful. Do you ever, what, back then I used to walk around and think like, how are people so joyful? Like, can't be joyful all the time. Like, yeah, most of the time, yeah. Sometimes you're going through things and it brings you down, but at the core, like the core of me now is joyful. I don't know why no one would want that. Why do you not want I don't know. I have a big old smile on my face now, by the way, but it's joyful. It's joyful because you're free. You're free of what someone said to you 6 months ago. You're free of what someone did to you 2 years ago. Now you don't forget, but you can forgive and let go and let God. Let God handle that. And I know it's painful. We all experience that when it's painful to see um when people are just wrong, like they're in the wrong and they're not it feels like when they're in the wrong and they're not getting punished for it. But when you see that, you do you get just you get you feel a little scornful and you feel like you got to call them out. But you know what? In my experience, that doesn't work. It doesn't work when you're just because you just have to let God handle things. I mean, that's just what it. That's just what it is. Most of the time, yeah, it's not up to you. It's not up to you to make that happen. You have to just give it to God, and He will handle it. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's. I just want people to understand this is what happens. You completely change. It's like you're shedding like all the stuff that you carry, the weight of the world and everything that you carry. You just feel amazing. You let go of the worry. You let go of the anger and the hostility. And I've had times when you sit there and all you think about is what happened, and you think about it and you think about it, and guess what? Life is happening around you and you're stuck with harboring whatever issue it happened. I mean, there's times in my past that I think, wow, I really spent a lot of time on this one subject or this one issue. And now it's okay to talk about stuff. It's okay to go, speak to someone about what's going on or even confront. It's okay to confront. But I've learned to confront in a nice way, in a gentle way. I don't know if that makes much sense to anyone, but do it gently, no matter how you're feeling. I mean, maybe that's just my personal thing, like because I can get pretty toasty. I can, so I have to remember. I have to really work on that. And I have. I mean, my focus now is good things, and I don't harbor things anymore. I used to. I used to just harbor, just no, and just live in it, not lose sleep. And I would lose sleep over things that I can't fix it. I can't change it. Worrying doesn't fix anything. It doesn't make it better. You don't know. And most of the time after the worrying, nothing is fine. So, like, what are you spending all this time just sitting there worrying over? But yeah, I don't know. I guess that's it. I think I'm done. We'll continue with another episode on another day. But I hope everyone just open your Bible. Get a Bible, open it, start reading it. And I guarantee you your life will change. But you got to keep up on it. Because if you only do it once a week like I was doing, that's lukewarm. You got to jump in. You got to jump in that fire and do it. Read it every day. Even just start little. Just start with a couple verses and then keep going and keep going. And then once you do it, you're going to miss it. If you forget, like my husband and I were talking. He said it feels like you miss him. And it's true. You miss it. You miss him. You miss spending that time with him. Even though like I feel like he's always there with me all the time, but you miss it's kind of like you know how your friend is always your friend, but you miss talking with them, so you call them. That's kind of I mean, I don't know, it's not that great of an analogy, but that's kind of what it feels like. Like you want to talk to him all the time. You want to talk to God. You want to talk to Jesus every day. You look forward to it. That's the feeling you get. And it feels really good because like this is this is someone that they won't scoff at me. They won't tell me, they show me the right way to go. That's I don't know. I don't know. That's how I feel about it. It's just you become so happy. And I want everyone to feel happy. So that's what these videos are going to be. I just want everyone to feel good, feel happy, be joyous, shed yourself of all that heavy weight, the burdens that you keep. Just let it go. And no, I'm not going to go into the Frozen song. But in my head, I did. I'm not going to sing, though. I'm not a very good singer. But that's it. I think I've gone on long enough. I want everyone to have a good night. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. And God bless you all. Thank you.